Welcome to American English Dialogues Podcast, the podcast that helps you learn real, everyday English the way it's actually spoken in the United States. I'm your host, and every episode, we're going to listen to, study, and practice natural conversations between real people in real situations, at work, at school, at the store, at the doctor's office, and everywhere in between. Here's the truth about learning a language: you learn it by hearing it, repeating it, and using it. Not just by memorizing grammar rules. That's why this podcast is built around dialogues, short, powerful conversations that teach you vocabulary, pronunciation, tone, and culture all at the same time. Whether you're a beginner just starting your English journey, or an intermediate learner looking to sound more natural and confident, this podcast is for you. So get comfortable. Grab a notebook if you like. And get ready to listen, learn, and speak. This is American English Dialogues Podcast. Let's begin.
Everyday conversational dialogues. Key vocabulary. Small talk. Light, informal conversation about unimportant topics used to build social connection and ease tension. Americans often use small talk about weather or sports before getting to the main point of a conversation. Greeting. Words or actions used when meeting someone or beginning a conversation to show acknowledgement and goodwill. A warm greeting like "good to see you" instantly sets a positive tone for the conversation. Filler. A word or phrase such as like, or used to fill pauses while a speaker thinks. Though fillers are common in natural speech, overusing them can make communication less clear. Colloquial. Relating to informal, conversational language used in everyday speech rather than formal writing. The phrase "gonna" is a colloquial form of "going to" that is very common in American English. Reciprocal. Involving a mutual exchange where both sides give and receive equally. A good conversation is reciprocal, both speakers listen and contribute to the discussion. Article. Everyday conversational dialogue is the bedrock of social life in the United States. From greeting a neighbor on the sidewalk to ordering a coffee at a busy downtown cafe, Americans engage in dozens of brief, purposeful, and often richly layered exchanges each day. For English language learners, mastering these everyday dialogues is often the first and most urgent goal. What makes everyday American conversation distinctive? Several features stand out. First, small talk is enormously important. While some cultures view idle conversation as wasteful, Americans use small talk to build rapport, ease social tension, and signal friendliness. Talking about the weather, a local sports team, or a recent TV show is not trivial. It is a fundamental social lubricant that oils the gears of daily life. Second, everyday American English is rich in colloquialisms, informal expressions that rarely appear in textbooks but are everywhere in real conversation. Hang out, catch up, no worries, sounds good, and totally are just a few examples. Learners who restrict themselves to formal, textbook English often sound stilted in casual settings. Studying dialogues that reflect authentic speech patterns helps bridge this gap. Third, everyday conversations follow predictable structures called adjacency pairs, greetings followed by return greetings, questions followed by answers, compliments followed by thanks or deflections. Recognizing these patterns helps learners anticipate what comes next in a conversation and respond appropriately without long, awkward pauses. For adult learners, the stakes of everyday conversation are high. Getting it right means belonging, being understood, being included, and building the friendships and professional relationships that make life in a new country rich and fulfilling. Dialogue. Chatting with a neighbor. Tom. Hey, good morning. You're up early today. Lisa. Morning, Tom. Yeah, I've got a busy day ahead. How about you? Tom. Same. Hey, did you catch the game last night? It was incredible. Lisa. I missed it. Was it a good one? Tom. Totally. They won in overtime. It was unbelievable. Lisa. Nice. I'll have to catch the highlights later. Oh, by the way, did you get the note I left about the parking situation? Tom. I did, thanks for the heads up. No worries, I'll make sure my guests park on the street. Lisa. Perfect. I appreciate it. Well, I gotta run. Have a great day. Tom. You too. See you around. Learning tips. 5 learning tips. 1. Learn and practice common adjacency pairs, greetings, farewells, and compliment response sequences until they feel automatic. 2. Study how Americans transition from small talk to the main topic. Phrases like by the way or oh, speaking of that signal a shift. 3. Listen to everyday American TV sitcoms to absorb colloquial expressions and natural conversation rhythms. 4. Practice giving and receiving compliments in English, as this is a significant feature of American social dialogue. 5. Use fillers strategically, well, actually, and by you thinking time and make your speech sound more natural.
And that's our episode for today. Great work staying with us all the way to the end. That takes focus, and focus is how real learning happens. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend who is also learning English. And if you have a question, a word you didn't understand, or a topic you'd like us to cover in a future episode, we want to hear from you. Remember, learning a language is not a race. It's a journey. And every single episode you listen to, every dialogue you study, every new word you use, that's a step forward. You are making progress. Keep going. This has been American English Dialogues Podcast. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you, or rather, we'll talk to you, in the next episode. Until then, keep listening, keep practicing, and keep speaking. Goodbye for now.